What's up, family? This is your local OG Juggalo here. I just like to clear the air on something. I think I've mentioned this before, but I'm just a solid video pretty much about this, about the whole Twiztid situation. Me personally, now when Twiztid had left Psychopathic, I didn't have no hate towards him about it. You know what I'm saying? It didn't bother me none. I didn't care. I was like, whatever. Much of luck to him. Etc. etc. And even when it was some snake shit with the Young Wicked, but that's more of on Young Wicked and ICP. It's kind of a slap in Violent J's face, I guess you could say. But oh well, that's irrelevant to my situation. Excuse me. But the whole them denying the Juggalo gang list. Now that's where the fuck I draw a line. I'm sorry, say what you want, but as I've stated before, and as it's easy to find in a few of my videos I've done, posted a link. The ACL fucking fucking has a part of this case. They ain't gonna tarnish their name. The court system has a part of it. They ain't gonna, well, the court system's tarnished to begin with, but whatever. And just everything revolving it around it to say it's a publicity stunt is insane because there's actually juggalos out there that are affected by it. So I'm not, that's when I drew the line with Twiztid and lost all respect for him. You might not like me for it and this and that, but I'm not gonna hate you, for liking Twiztid. But at the same time, I'm not gonna stand idly by and accept your ignorance on the situation when it comes to the whole FBI gang list. Because it's like this. When the FBI gang list come out and we was on it, and it's not ICP sued the FBI. And like I've stated this before, Lord knows who else is on it. So the FBI made it to where the list is not public no more. It's still there. It's just you and I, John Q. Public, can't look it up. But I'm pretty sure a lot of cop stations or whatever law enforcement agencies get the list, And from what a lot of people on the West Coast and whatever is talking, they're still going through discrimination. There's people over here through the Midwest too that's going through it. Not as much, but it happens, And like Violent J or whoever said, if it happens to one juggalo, that's too many juggalos, People shouldn't get discriminated on because of their preference in music. So, that's my whole situation when it comes to it. I don't have no problem, like I said. I gives a fuck less if you listen to Magic Ninja and this and that. I gives a fuck less if you like Twiztid. That don't bother me. When I call you a Twizzler, if I happen to call you it, it's because you blindly follow these motherfuckers without understanding the situation. And that's where I draw the line when it comes to the fan side of it. But besides that, what what lies beneath is what's real. Had sent me a message or whatever, through one of the threads of the videos, and I agree with him for the most part. It's the same way. I don't like Twiztid, which he likes Twiztid, but it is what it is. I ain't gonna hate on him for it, but but at the same time, I just I left it alone. It is what it is. I ain't gonna fucking fun Twiztid in any way, shape, or form. Me personally, but that's just what it is. I'm not gonna fucking sit there and constantly hold on to it. I'm still waiting for a link for them, by the way. Which they've never cleared up anything, but they're too big. They're up here and I'm down here, so they ain't gonna really give me the time of day, even though they did initially. But after I started backing them in the corner, they don't want to look like fools to a John Q public, don't look good on their image. But yeah, that's it, about that situation. I ain't got no problem with whoever likes what music preference, That I think that's ignorant to hate on someone for liking Twiztid. Now, do I like Twiztid? No. Am I gonna hate on you for liking Twiztid? Nah. But don't come at me with the ignorant shit, cause then you better have a whole caseload of information when you come at me to debate something. And I'm not gonna sit there and kiss your ass like fucking Child's Play Ninja and Chuck Reeves does. They don't know what the fuck a debate is. But I'm glad to see them come along together, I guess you could say, and try to be civil. But you was talking about debate, and all that was an ass kissing contest. I've mentioned that before, but either way. But yeah, I'll put a link of What Lies Beneath Is What's Real, one of his videos. Get him a couple more views, hopefully, and which I ain't got that many more followers. I think he's possibly got more. He's got like 18 or 19 now. But like he said, like him and I, we ain't in it for 20 million views like fucking Boy Blue. Oh, I'm trying to make a living off this shit. I'm just doing it to do it. Just something to do. Like maybe try to achieve a goal or something, and not necessarily to be famous. Just see what I can do. How far I can take this, and see how far I can evolve with it. And maybe I can smack some reality in a few people along the way that don't really have nothing to do with the juggalo lifestyle. That more has to do with the system and the whole invisible chains and the walls that surround us that no one can see. But that's a different story for a different time. That'd be like a 20-part fucking subject right there. But and give another shout out to a homie. But just only really two people that talk on my thread, which I enjoy the feedback. I really do. So don't think I don't, because I like different opinions and whatnot. But Gathering of the Juggalo Throw Shit, which he calls itself just GOTJ Throw Shit. I was watching this one video. Yeah, well, there's a few of them. It's fucking hilarious. I don't care what anybody says. People take a lot of shit too seriously nowadays, and we're supposed to be juggalos and clowns, so don't take everything so seriously all the time. Just try to enjoy it, kind of like y'all say with the music. Enjoy it for what it is. Just enjoy the humor for what it is. But either way, this one video, it seems like he's being serious in it. Rather he's being serious or not. I don't know if you could clear this up. Rather it was a joke or you're being serious, because it's hard telling with you sometimes. But it's interesting though. He's talked about is the whole ICP Twiztid thing, just a big storyline, kind of like the NWO WCW storyline. And in my opinion, I don't think it is. And the only reason why I don't think it is, I think it makes sense. Don't get me wrong; it has some logic to it. But the only reason where I think it fails is because it can actually destroy a label, rather it's Psychopathic or Magic Ninja, and that wouldn't be healthy in the long run for one of those labels. And the way it's going, it would be hard for ICP, like say if Psychopathic crumbled, it would be really hard for ICP to join Magic Ninja, just because of all the fucking bullshit that's been piling up. And in almost the same way, vice versa. It'd be a little easier for Twiztid to go back to Psychopathic, but it's going to be a tough transition, So I don't. That's one reason why I don't really think it's a stunt. It could be, Sometimes truth is stranger than fiction, you know. Sometimes the truth is odd compared to what you can ever think of, But that's mainly it. I put both the ninjas that I referred to. I'll put a video of theirs in the link, and yeah, that's my stance. Much clown love to the family. You know, I got love for all y'all motherfuckers. I may be harsh on Boy Blue, but that's because I love him, man. Like, I listened to a lot of his videos back in the day and still do every once in a while, and it's really hurtful to see him go down the road he is. He's like a fucking alcoholic and shit now, and he's bumming for money all the time, man. And it's hurtful to see it. And then, but besides that, you know, I love all y'all motherfuckers. I ain't gonna sit here and try to be hip and talk about I hate you, because I'm not gonna put that negative vibe out there. You know, try to keep the shit positive. 17, bling bling, motherfuckers. Either way, that's it. Much clown love. Woo, woo.